Governor, I appreciate you taking the time.
Absolutely.
It has been a really hard week.
Yeah.
The mayor just announced a 14th fatality from the UPS plane crash. Is your understanding that the rest of the missing individuals are in that half-mile debris field?
Yeah, I believe that we're getting close to any total fatality count being final. This last individual was found in an area that was a little more dangerous to get into. So I think we're close to being able to fully mourn as a community. But this has been tough. It's been awful. You're not supposed to lose 14 people in a way like we just did. But we are tough. We're tough as a Louisville community. We're tough as a Kentucky community. And I'm already seeing people come together to support these families because we got to carry their grief, not just for the next couple of days, but for the weeks, months, and years to follow.
The NTSB said there was this 37 seconds of persistent ringing of a bell after the plane departed. Can you describe to us what we take from that?
We're still waiting on getting more information from the NTSB, but let me say that they are giving us more information faster than they normally do. And I appreciate that because our community deserves closure. We deserve to know the causation, most importantly, so we can make sure it never happens again. And so when the NTSB comes in, they've got a kind of a history of taking a long time. But they're acting in a very different but positive way because my job isn't to be patient. My job is to make sure we understand the how and the why, and we take steps to prevent it from happening again.
On that point, how long have you been told by them it could take to at least get maybe a preliminary cause?
I think we're going to get a preliminary report in 30 days. I don't know if that can be a preliminary cause, but I think we'll get a preliminary report in a month.
Gotcha. I want to ask about November 4th, this past Tuesday. We saw wins from Democrats in states like Virginia, New Jersey, but we also saw the New York mayor now is going to be Zohran Mamdani. What does that say about the state of Democrats right now?
Well, what it says is that the American people are crying out for help. They're worried the American dream is no longer viable, that if you work hard and play by the rules, you still can't get ahead. And they're looking for candidates that are focused on them. They're focused on making this economy work. They're focused on people who understand that when you wake up in the morning, you're not thinking about the next election, you're thinking about your job and whether you can support your family. You're thinking about your next doctor's appointment. You're thinking about the roads and bridges you drive, the school you drop your kids off at, and whether you feel safe in your community. Abigail Spanberger and Mikey Sherrill were right there. And the next mayor of New York spent more time talking about affordability, more time convincing people he was more passionate about addressing it, and that's why they all won.
Do you agree with his policies, though, when it comes to freezing on the housing markets and things of that nature?
Well, when you're running for office, people want to see how passionate you are and what you promise to address. When you win office, you got to deliver.
I want to ask about former President Joe Biden. What do you believe his legacy is?
Well, I think that's what historians will write. Certainly for Kentucky, a number of his bills helped us to announce and continue some pretty massive economic development projects. He had some legislation that I hope will come to pass that will provide internet for large portions of the United States. I believe he tried to lead with values and with goodness.
What will your relationship be like with he and his team moving forward?
Well, we'll see. He's been fighting cancer. I hear now he's cancer-free, and we'll see the type of role he's looking for moving forward. For me, I'm the head of the Democratic Governors Association. My job is to get out there and win as many governor's races as I can. We have 36 next year, and my goal is to change the map.
Just a couple more topics here. President Trump has suggested to this point, we are learning that he's going to go to the Supreme Court to fight those court orders when it comes to giving out the SNAP emergency money. I wanted to get your new response on that.
All the president has to say is yes to feed hungry people in the United States. 2 courts have said that he has the authority. An appeals court has said, go ahead. This president who claims he wants to is now saying his lawyers say he shouldn't. But 2 judges have. If Donald Trump wants to keep people from starving, all he has to say is yes, let's provide the SNAP benefits.
Are Kentuckians getting this money right now?
We're working on it. We got partial benefits out faster than any other state. Our state employees came in at 9 p.m. and stayed until 3 a.m. We got the first set of information to get people help, but that's not helping everyone. There's a group of about 11,000 that because of the formula for partial don't get any benefits. So this full benefits. We're trying to process as quickly as we can to get it out there.
Quickly, a year from now, you will know the results of the Democratic governors who you're trying to get elected.
We're going to win a lot of races.
Do you expect an announcement to come soon after that? When is that consideration going to happen?
At that point, I'm going to sit down. I'm going to talk with my family.
Like in December?
We're going to look around and we're going to say, am I the candidate that can help heal this country, or is it someone else? No timetable. And certainly through next year, it's all about governors across America. It's all about restoring faith in the American dream. It's all about reducing this division we have and reminding people we're Americans first and Democrats and Republicans second, third, or fourth.
Thank you.